Welcome. See, I don't like that. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the One More Thing Tech Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Quasey.
And I'm Adam.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start off by not saying we have, an action-packed episode for you today. Instead, I'm going to tell you guys that if you're looking at the video, you can see I only have one AirPod in today. You might be like, Quasey, why do you only have one AirPod in? Ladies and gentlemen, my other AirPod is misplaced at my apartment. Lost, if you would. Right? Fortunately for you guys, you don't ever have to lose anything again, because Apple has just come out with a new AirTag with improved range and a louder speaker. So, granted, you can't put an AirTag on an AirPod, but now if I'm losing my keys, which I don't lose because I have an AirTag on them, but if I'm losing my keys, it's not an issue anymore because I can just take my phone, do a little find it in this direction, 60 feet in this direction, I'm gonna walk 60 feet. And I think that's amazing. I've always loved AirTags, and I think that that this is a great... What am I trying to say? Adam, what am I trying to say? It's a great
accessory.
Product. It's a great product. There we go. Bear with me, guys. I'm just adjusting myself here. Nope, not that either. Hold on. Adam, take it away.
It's okay. So this brand new AirTag that just came out, well, as of recording yesterday, is something that I was really, really liking a lot. I'm like, this is actually something I've been waiting for. We knew it was coming, and it's finally here. It has that improved range. Now, what I'm very impressed about is with that ultra-wideband chip that's in the iPhones, I can't remember how long that range exactly was. Boy, it doesn't really say, does it? Bear with me 1 second.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. I'm trying to find the range exactly, Quasey. I'm not seeing it at all.
The range is, 2 times farther than before.
Yeah, but what's the exact? That's what I'm trying to find. If we don't know, it's okay. That's not a problem at all. All I'll say is it's nice that it has that, and you can find things a lot easier, which is going to be nice, and the battery's going to last even longer, which is even better too. So this is something that, for the price point of $29, it's not that expensive. 4 packs of $100.
It's about 60 meters, which is about 200-ish feet.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. It does not include the, if an iPhone or Apple device is nearby, it will ping that as well, so you have even a bigger range. That's actually really neat. Are you getting them, Quasey? You get at least one.
Am I getting them?
Yeah.
The AirTags 1 aren't bad yet, so, I don't have a reason to upgrade, but, I can always use more AirTags. I could definitely put one in my wallet. Not that I lose my wallet very often, but it would make my life a lot easier every time I go to Walmart.
It's what I was about to say. At Walmart, you always forget it.
Adam, I'm telling you, I only ever forget my wallet when I'm going to Walmart. I have my wallet with me 100% of the time, unless I'm going to Walmart. Then, if a cop pulls me over when I'm going to Walmart, I'm cooked. Because, I don't know, Adam. I don't know why.
Is it a specific Walmart or just any Walmart?
Every Walmart. Dude,
Every.
It happens all the time over here. When I was in California, it happened again. When I was in New Jersey, it happened again. I'm not understanding what it is with me and Walmart. I know I need... Wow, they're going to think I'm like a Walmart hater because I'm always talking about Walmart on the show. But I know I need my wallet at Walmart, and yet I never bring it. It's disappointing. I'm disappointed in myself.
Well, let's just hope that no thieves listen to the episode and know where you live so they can take your wallet. That would be even worse.
Yeah,
if you get an AirTag with it, you can find it. So.
That's what yep. I should probably get one of those for my wallet.
I might get one to try because I'm just curious with the range extension plus the overall update everything. So it's not like it's too much more expensive. It's updated, which is very good, and the range is even better. So and a louder speaker. That's also nice. You ever try to listen to an AirPod speaker sometimes? AirTag speaker. You can hear it,
You definitely can't
but
play music off it.
no. Well, here's the thing: if you have any other noise, it's a little challenging to listen to it. That's all I'm saying. If you have
This is
kids in
true.
the background or music or a TV or anything like that, forget it. You're not finding it unless you just so happen to be upon it. That's all. So yeah, that's something that just came out yesterday, and I'm excited. And I want to know in the comments what you guys think. Are you guys going to get this? Are you not going to get this? Let us know, please. Righty. Next one. This is not a good one, Quasey. This is what
No,
we
it's
call
not
it
at
bad.
all. This is what we call a bad.
40, yeah, 49 million logins exposed in unsecured databases, including 900,000 Apple accounts. That is a
Yeah.
whole lot of Apple accounts and various other accounts as well. Now, here's the thing, Queasy. What databases are not at this point secured down a little bit, It's kind of concerning that we have systems that our accounts can just be out in the open for anybody to go just look at. In a text file probably somewhere. I don't know. That's kind of
Right.
concerning in some database.
It definitely is.
The biggest thing I want to bring up with this is this includes like Facebook, Google, Instagram, Microsoft, PayPal, Apple, and various other platforms. So it's probably a good idea, first off, if you have your password changed instantly for these accounts, because you probably should do it anyway. Even if it's a strong password, it does not matter in this case at all. Secondly, make sure you have two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication on all these accounts, especially like PayPal, your Apple account, because those are very vital that you don't get people taking your money, right? So that's very important as well. So I guess I'm going to bring this up to let you guys know there's been a big data breach and that you should change your password quite quickly and be in a safer path. And then make sure that you are monitoring your logins, your accounts. A lot of these sites let you know if someone's logged into your account, which is a good thing, and make you use two-factor, which is even a better thing. So just make sure your account's secure and you're not part of this data leak and you don't have any problems with this. So anything from this, Quasey, that you want to take on with this?
No, just let's try and stay safe. The internet is a scary place. And yes, granted, you didn't do anything to have your data leaked here. It's not your fault. But, hackers are going to try to do that every day. People's databases get broken into every day. Sure, they're not always this massive, but let's try and be on top of things, guys. I would recommend, like Adam said, two-factor authentication. Sure, it can be a little bit annoying. Actually, I lied. It can be a lot of bit annoying. But, set up passkeys, too. Not passwords, passkeys. That way you can do the Face ID and stuff so that it doesn't have to be you putting in a password every time. There's a lot of ways that we're trying to make it safer. I'm saying we, I'm the tech companies. But, there's a lot of ways that tech companies are trying to make it safer for you and easier. So I'd say do all those things and, just stay safe.
Yes. Okay, the next one, Quasey, we're going to have to kind of breeze through. I know there's a lot to discuss in this next topic, and we'll just kind of list things off. Oh, yes, there is. And let's do this. I'll have you start the first half of 2026, and I'll do the second half.
Okay.
Just so we split up a little bit. Okay.
Sorry. According to 9to5Mac, there's going to be a couple of, everybody knows that Apple's going to release a couple of things this year, right? Starting first and foremost with the iPhone 17e. They had the iPhone 16e last year, and this year it's coming with a new A19 chip, finally getting MagSafe. I don't know why they didn't have that on last year's model. And it'll be coming with a dynamic island. In addition to that, the iPad Air will be upgrading its chip from the M3 chip to the M4 chip. The iPad regular, the iPad will be updating from an A18 chip or from an A16 chip to either the A18 or A19. The MacBook Pro will be going from the M4 Pro and the M4 Max chips to the M5 Pro and the M5 Max chips, with also support for faster SSD speeds. Yes. The MacBook Air will be getting an M5 chip rather than this year's M4 chip. The lower cost MacBook that we've been hearing so much about should be having an A18 Pro chip, which is a phone chip, yes, we know. And also
Still powerful.
It's still very powerful. Also a 12.9-inch display and a lot of color options. The Mac Studio, which currently runs the M4 Max and M3 Ultra chips, will be getting the M5 Max and the M5 Ultra chips. The Studio display, which is the most expensive thing I've ever looked at, is getting mini LED backlighting, some ProMotion support, which is crazy that it didn't have that already. HDR
OLED.
support. I'm 90% sure that they already had HDR support. Either a A19 chip or an A19 Pro chip for the display.
I want OLED instead, though.
OLED rather than mini LED?
Deeper blacks. I think OLED still is better.
I just think that that mini LED has better colors, you know? It's better for HDR, and if you're getting the Studio display, you're not getting it because you want the deep blacks. You're getting it because you're creating content and you need to see how these colors are going to look on people's phones and stuff.
Home Hub.
Yeah, Home Hub. So we've been talking about this for a while. The new Home Hub, which will be like an iPad mini on sort of like a speaker. We've been talking about that for a while. It should have a more personalized version of Siri and a 6 to 7 inch display with an A18 chip for Apple Intelligence, FaceTime, and you should be able to place it on the table or mount it on a wall, which I think is really cool. That will definitely be a purchase this year. Finally, Apple designed a security camera, apparently, which will be sold alongside the new Smart Home Hub. So that's very interesting to me. And all those should be coming within the first half of this new year. So we'll see.
That is a whole lot of products.
Indeed.
What's not on this list is, as we just discussed, we have the new AirTag and there's a new watch band as well. Just so you guys know, there's so much more to come. That is just the first half. The second half, we're going to look at this is just a little strange, Quasi. I want to mention this. There's not going to be a base iPhone 18 to start with this year. Next year's when we're going to see that come out. So they're going to delay that just a little bit. That's okay. So we have the iPhone 18 Pro with the A20 Pro chip, a narrow dynamic island, simplified camera control, and variable aperture too. So that's going to be better camera. At least one rear camera, web browsing via satellite, Apple designed C2 modem, and 5G and more. So here's the thing that is rumored to come out this year that's not in this list at all, Quasi. I think finally we're going to see a cell phone carrier from Apple. We've already seen that they have the satellite functionality right now, and most iPhone models that we see that's out right now in Apple Watches, which you can send emergency services, a text, and a call when you're in need, right? But here's the thing. They're going to be partnering with Starlink to provide a cell phone service, which is something that they're working on anyway to provide themselves, right? That's what we hear in the background. So here's the thing about this. That in itself would kill the industry of cell phones in the sense of these carriers having towers locally on Earth, which is not bad. We know this. It works pretty good. There are some spots it's kind of dead and whatever, right? But to be able to have dang near perfect coverage anywhere, you could be on some deep sea fishing trip, middle of the Atlantic or wherever, right? And have full bars of service. There's no trees in the way. There's no glaciers or skyscrapers or whatever. It's just you and that satellite. So that's something that I'm looking forward to quite a bit because not that hit that we have now. I think 5G in itself is kind of not as good as it should have been. And we're seeing some health issues with 5G as well. But I think 5G is not as fast as we had hoped it would be. Even though the speeds are fast on a speed test, content still loads slowly. I don't understand that for the life of me.
Is your content loading slowly?
I could go to google.com. I can go to a website. I can load YouTube or whatever. I see buffering. I see just
behind some thick
weird
walls.
things. no, this could be right outside where I can look at the sun. I shouldn't, but I could. You know, kind of thing.
Interesting.
And
have you considered standing
people.
directly under a cell tower? I just
probably
think
not good-
that might help a little bit.
Probably not good for you at all to do that. That's actually probably really bad. That's radiation times
Now
like a lot.
Hold on, let me Google a standing
Don't do that.
under a cell tower.
People that like do that to work on them wear like special like suits so they don't have radiation. Is what I was told by a
it's
network engineer.
non-ionizing radio frequency, which is not bad for you at all. Of course,
5G towers are not good for you at all. That is those waves are like causing problems for health. Like people that live next to 5G towers are seeing some problems with their health. So what they're saying. What that's from exactly? That's a good question. Yeah, it's not great at all.
Correlation does not equal causation. I heard that in a class once.
Okay, well, I don't know what it is, but they're gonna figure it out at some point. But what I'm trying to get at though is having a satellite service is going to be better for coverage overall, where your dead spots are not going to be dead, and you can have coverage just about anywhere you can think of, except underground, right? Which is kind of the problem with even what we have now. So just know this is completely off topic, but that's coming, I believe, this year is when Apple's working on that to get that finally released, and that's going to put everybody else in a good run for their money. I'm not saying what they have now sucks. I'm just saying it's competition. I welcome it from Apple. Beyond all that, the iPhone 18 Pro Max, which is going to be the same feature set with, it's going to be a little bit thicker than the previous model, but it's going to have a lot of great features I cannot wait for. Quay says he's going to buy one, so don't let him fool you. He is. The Pro Max, right, Quay?
Really depends. I need those colors that I talked about last episode. If I don't get those colors, I just,
okay.
I will not be upgrading.
So we are going to be getting the iPhone Fold. So that's a 7.7 inner display, and when it has a virtual crease-free design, 5.3-inch outer display. That's what's opened up. Pretty wonderful. 2 rear cameras, one front-facing camera, Touch ID, power button instead of Face ID, and more. Touch ID is coming back, Quasey, and I am so excited. I actually love it.
The best thing ever. I've never been a Touch ID hater. I always wished that Touch ID would come back to the iPhone with also having Face ID. I think that would be a great feature set.
Both.
That way, if I'm I don't wear a mask anymore because COVID's been over for quite some time. Or I don't know about over because I caught COVID not too long ago. But COVID
not
isn't as big as an issue. Yeah, so I don't wear a mask anymore. But I will say that sometimes I don't look like myself, apparently, according to my iPhone. Like last night, I tried to unlock my phone in the dark 6 times, and usually it works, right?
Usually it works great.
It's not taking a photo. It's using some sensors to scan my face and stuff. Apparently, I was chopped last night. I was ugly, so they didn't recognize me.
If I get a haircut, it doesn't work sometimes at all. It's just okay, this is not obviously you. Even though I didn't get a face cut, just got a haircut. So that makes no sense to me. But what I will say is, I remember my fingers being dirty from working outside or whatever, right? And I could still unlock my phone with Touch ID. That was incredible. I'm not saying that's what you should have to do anyway. I'm just saying that it was more reliable, and I could be in the middle of a yawn, Quasey, and still unlock my phone. Right? You can't do the Face ID at all.
Yeah,
which happens sometimes.
Or
a sneeze.
Sometimes I smile at the Face ID sensor just to let it know I'm happy with it, and then it'll decline me. So.
Well, that's how it is sometimes. So, beyond all
definitely
that,
not a fan of mine.
We're going to get some new Apple Watches, Apple Watch Series 12, with new design changes and potentially Touch ID to unlock it. That's kind of nice. I like that. Apple Watch Ultra 4. Same changes as the Apple Watch Series 12, so that's basically not a whole lot of changes, but I'm going to guess there's going to be more into the software set. New MacBook Pro with M6 Pro, M6 Max chips, and an OLED display. Phenomenal, incredible. Finally, we get it. Because it's been on the iPad for some time now. There's no reason why it can't be on a Mac. A touchscreen, Quasi, touchscreen on a Mac. Steve Jobs would roll over in his grave hearing this.
Yeah, no, I'm not
He
gonna
said
lie.
this would never occur.
He's just shaking his fist yelling at Tim Cook right now.
I just can't believe it's going to happen. Dynamic Island on a Mac, a thinner design, and an Apple designed C2 modem with built-in cellular connectivity, which means you can use your 5G, LTE, and potentially satellite on your Mac as well. That's really nice for people in the
absolutely amazing because, yes, hold on, Adam. I'm always using my Mac on the go, right? And yes, I have an iPhone with a hotspot, and excuse me, and it takes like 2 presses of a button to connect, but just if that step could be eliminated, the ease, the convenience would just be top tier. I wouldn't be upset if that feature got added 4 years ago.
Oh, I can, this is the MacBook Pro that is going to be the biggest design changes and overall feature change that I've seen in years. And if you're holding out and saying, which MacBook should I buy? It's the 2026 MacBook Pro, hands down. I mean, Apple is it's weird. It's weird that we're at a point, Quasi, that, you say, okay, here's what they come out with, September, October, all throughout the year, right? And then there's that time you're like, man, what are they working on now? It's quiet at Apple, right? From our perspective, but not really at all because they're doing so much work. And this is a year, Quasi, where they're launching about 20 plus products in a year, which I think is probably the most they've ever done in a year at all, ever in the history of Apple. So this is going to be a massive year for Apple, and I think they need to do some great things to make this incredible. But we're not even done yet, right? A higher-end AirPods 3 Pro with infrared camera and AI features. I hope that includes Gemini support because we'll see how that kind of works out with things. And we'll just kind of go through this really quickly as well. Apple Glasses. So not the Vision Pro. Apple Glasses, I like the Meta Ray Bands kind of thing, with speakers, music playback, augmented reality, cameras for your photos, videos, and voice control, and potential health features. Face ID doorbell. So they're kind of getting to smart home hub, home automation kind of stuff as well, with Face ID, HomeKit, secure video, wireless connectivity, and compatible deadbolt locks. iPad Mini, Quasi's favorite iPad, is coming this year with A17 Pro chip, currently going to the A19 Pro or A20 Pro chip, OLED display, Quasi OLED and iPad Mini, vibration-based speaker system, which means the 4 corners like the iPad Pro has now, and a water-resistant design. That's incredible, Quasi. I want to take a second because the iPad Mini was the very first iPad I ever got, and I ordered 1 and got 4. And there's a story for that I said before in the podcast. But that was such a great iPad, and I loved it. And you know what? I don't have one now. Maybe this is the iPad Mini that I get, and we'll see. Mac Mini with the M4 going to the M4 Pro chips. Sorry, M4 and M4 Pro going to M5 and M5 Pro chips as well. And Quasi, what's the last two?
So the last two will be a TV with the A17 Pro chip, which will, give you the more personalized Siri that we've been hearing so much about with Google and stuff. Apple's N1 chip and Wi-Fi 7 support with a built-in FaceTime camera, which has not been on any former Apple TVs, so that's really interesting.
Okay.
And a new HomePod Mini with either the S9 chip or maybe a newer one. Maybe we'll see an S10 chip, right? And that will also give us the support for the new personalized Siri that we're hearing so much about. Adam, let me just say, if this Siri comes out and it's not good whatsoever, I'm going to throw a fit. But it also has Wi-Fi 7 support
for the podcast.
Yeah, they will get an earful. Second generation ultra wideband chip, and new color options. Hopefully, we see a red.
Question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Do the new Apple TVs now have Ethernet ports still, or just Wi-Fi only?
I don't know.
I thought your roommate had a newer one.
I don't know if it's newer. Uh, there's a cheaper Wi-Fi only model, and then there's a Wi-Fi plus Ethernet one that's slightly more expensive.
Yeah, I think I'm to the point in my life, Quasi, where like in mine this is this way now. I just hooked this up with Ethernet.
Yeah,
I get that not
Ethernet's so much
everybody
better.
has the the run to make that happen, but I'm not saying Wi-Fi is treacherous, but I will to say Ethernet's way more reliable and just it's just there, and you have less radio waves in your household. So I don't know. I was just curious overall with that. The HomePod Mini though, there's one device there that I really thought they would come up with too. And that's just a HomePod to bring back like what the HomePod original one had, with the better speakers and bass and all that stuff with it, and the tweeters that we want to see. But you know what? With all the things coming out with, that's just too much for them, I think, and that's okay. There's a lot. Quasi, now I want to see your top three products of this list, this entire list. What's your top
Oh,
three?
that's very easy to do.
Okay.
So, first and foremost, the iPad Mini that will be getting hopefully the A20 Pro chip with an OLED display. Wow. And that water resistant design. Second, the iPhone 18 Pro, which we know is just going to be the phone of the year, unfortunately. Even though we've seen Apple make better and better phones, and we've also seen that phones don't really upgrade that much anymore. But that's not the point. And then finally, yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to buy it, but the foldable iPhone, the iPhone Fold that we've been talking about, I think that's going to be a really cool product to see and hopefully test out this year.
That's your top three. Those just like that.
In that specific order.
So you're not gonna throw in the MacBook Pro on that list?
No,
Oh
because
my goodness.
we're looking and we're seeing touchscreen MacBook Pros, and it's a feature that I wouldn't use, right? But it's also just it's a MacBook. Why am I trying to?
Let me just tell you, just from working in IT, there are several thousand million people that definitely think that the Mac is a touchscreen already.
Yeah, and they're just not very smart. But you can see all the little fingerprints on their screens,
Oh
and it's the
my
worst thing ever.
gosh.
It's like,
Why?
how do you forget this many times that you can't touch the screen?
Or
Right?
allow others to touch your screen for you. Like I
Yeah,
can't
it's
stand when
just
someone goes out to my computer and say, "Oh, look at this over here," and they touch my screen. It's like me
yeah,
poking you right in the eye. It's the same not don't do
it's
thing,
horrible. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Okay, I'll tell you mine. iPhone 18 Pro Max. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the Pro Max. Um, Apple Watch Ultra 4. Ultra is it's a beast of a watch that should not be looked at otherwise, besides being a beast. And MacBook Pro. There's so many more I like besides all that. I'm just saying those are my favorite ones that I'm looking forward to the most. I mean, I guess we're taking out the Home Hub, and that's so hard. Maybe give me 4 instead of 3, and then I would say the Home Hub because that thing looks incredible, and I think we need this, right? I mean, yes, you can use a lot of devices for various different things, but there's not one device just for that, you know? And that part I like. And, maybe I want to play some music, I want to play something or whatever, right? And I can just do that. So, man, if I had to do 3, it's iPhone 18 Pro Max, MacBook Pro, and the, man, what did I say already? Did I forget? Huh.
I also forgot what you said.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, yeah, the Apple Watch Ultra 4. That's my 3. So I'm looking forward to this. Let us know in the comments what you guys think below. What is your top 3? And actually, what's your top 1 if you had to pick? Right? Let us know and why. And are you excited for the first half or second half, more or less? Know that in the comments as well. Okay. Whew, that was a lot. Speaking of things coming out, Quasi, I wanted to bring up, actually, this one's going to be something that I think we're both going to really enjoy, okay? Hold up here.
Okay.
We're going to get the MacBook Pro that we just talked about with incredible upgrades. But here's the thing. Supposedly, we're going to get 2 different MacBook Pro upgrades this year. How are they able to do that so quickly? I do not understand.
So you're asking me, the
I,
Apple
I
Watch. I don't know what to tell you.
like seriously, that they push out so much in a year. It's going to be more. It has to be hard for them to do it every single year. It just has to be. So here's the thing about that. With the OLED and touchscreen, that's looking really, really nice. But
Right.
we're also seeing a major redesign happening in late 2026, but it might not be ready until 2027. So that's why we're saying this is a whole might thing. So we're seeing that they might just refresh the design plus some air chips as well, and even just do more and more amazing things. But the design is going to be changing. And I don't know why they wouldn't just do that. Maybe, when they release the MacBook Pro this year to begin with, instead of doing a second model of that. Seems a bit weird, but there's probably a reason for it that we don't even know about. So I want to bring it up too, that there's going to be maybe 2 this year. And if you might want to hold on to the very first one, because the second one's going to have the same chipsets and stuff, but it's going to be a lot better in design. So we'll see how that kind of looks. Quasi, do you think we'll ever see the touch bar back on a Mac?
Can I actually just talk about the Touch Bar for a second?
Please do.
When I was going Mac shopping, right, back when I was about to enter college, my friend Robert, he has a MacBook Pro, right, and I'm looking at it, and he has a Touch Bar, and I think it's the coolest thing ever, right? So I'm searching for it. Apparently, the second they did the M series, it's only on the M1 Mac. So I'm searching. I can't find it. I Google it, and I get the most sad news of my life. It's been discontinued an entire generation ago, right? So I'm sitting there, and I just have to be remorseful. Because, yeah, granted, the function keys are technically better, but I would have loved to have a touch bar. Do you know that on the touch bar, you can, slide and, change you can
right
scrub
here
in your video and stuff, and oh my goodness, it was so cool. I'm really sad that I didn't get it, but also I don't think it's ever going to return, unfortunately, because people didn't like it. I saw a lot of people who were just like, "This is the worst thing ever. Please get it away. I want the function row back." Yada yada yada. Same people who said butterfly keyboards were nasty. But I can understand the butterfly keyboard one. There was no travel on those keys. They didn't go down much, so I can understand that. But still, unfortunately, I just don't think that touch bar is coming back anytime soon, if at all.
I'm using the M1 MacBook Pro right now, and I do love it a lot. The touch bar I don't use as much.
You have a touch bar?
I do.
Oh, it must be nice.
I don't use it as much, but I like it. I think the only downside of the touch bar is this. If that touch bar stops working, all that functionality is gone. If a single key stops working on a Mac, you might be able to replace that key, but usually it's the whole keyboard as well. So I guess it's the same thing, really. So I'm guessing, there's so many people that just complained about it. It was terrible. It was awful. I'm like, I don't get the appeal why it's so bad. I thought it was pretty good. But
yeah, it's not bad at all.
Enough feedback got to Apple, and they nixed it. So it's kind of a sad day in life, but it's where we're at right now. So yeah, I just want to bring it up because I'm just curious to what people think overall. I had a discussion with someone yesterday, and they said they hate it. I'm like, hate? Why hate?
Hate
and they had
is a strong word.
They had no good explanation why they hate it. They just kind of fall in the masses and then the hate train and didn't really understand why they hate it.
That's unfortunate.
I like it. I wish it would come back, but I don't think it's going to, unfortunately, like you said. So
yeah.
Okay.
So while we're on the topic of computers, Adam, let's switch from Mac to Windows, right?
Okay.
This week we saw that not Apple. I'm sorry, guys. Windows 11's Patch Tuesday nightmare is just it's a nightmare. All right. So if you didn't see it, there's like been on Twitter. Or sorry guys, it's not Twitter anymore either. On X, you'll see like the little bio screen that says uninstall latest quality update. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it and I was like, ooh, that's rough. I don't know what's going on over there because I don't use Windows anymore. But apparently, after just a tiny bit of research, some people's computers just are not booting. Right? They've bricked your computer. Microsoft has completely failed you. Right? This quality of life update is a quality of death update. Your computer is dead. You should, if you have the chance to not install it, I think it was the one that the security update released on January 13th. Just like if granted, at the time of recording, it's January 27th. By the time you'll see this, it'll be the 30th. If somehow you don't have it installed right now, don't install it. But I know that Windows likes to force things on you, right? I've been there, right? I used to get forced updates all the time. Now my Mac politely asks me when to update, and when I feel comfortable letting it update, we let it update. But since Windows likes to force it on you, if you so happen to have this update, I believe that now you can uninstall this update. And if I were you, I'd do that because we're seeing that thousands and thousands of users are just not having their computers boot. And what is the purpose of a computer if it can't even start up?
I agree.
So, Adam, thoughts?
I just want to bring this up, too, because there's been an overwhelming amount of people saying that our latest updates with Windows 11 are AI slop. It's made by Copilot and not really checked as much as it should have been. Now, here's the thing I want to just let people know. So, Apple has a very high advantage with making OS and hardware together so they can control that ecosystem in a good way that works very well. When Microsoft makes an operating system, it is for millions of different devices. They have to make it all work for, so give them that slack a little bit. Now, that being said, they know what they're getting into when they do this, right? They have a good test group of people that help with this and insiders and all this other stuff, right? So what I'm saying, when they see in a catastrophic issue like this, where you cannot even boot up your OS at all, and there's several million errors with this, people are reporting, that is kind of awful. And this is not the first one this has happened to. It's been like the last 2 or 3, where updates like this are causing massive issues, and there really isn't good fixes for it yet. And just so you guys know, if you're looking for the exact update, it is KB 50709, and that is for Windows 11, 5H2, and 24H2 as well. It's the same update for both of them, and it's causing just catastrophic issues. You can't uninstall it, but it's going to potentially just wipe your entire OS in the sense too where you can't use it anymore. Now, that being said,
Horrible.
I recommend that you do a Windows system image or a third-party system image before you do any major updates, because you just don't know anymore. You just don't. I try to do mine weekly, where if my computer crashes completely, mine just I can restore it right like to the entire drive level, back up and restore. So I do that every week if I can. So that way, if something happens, I can at least go back to that date, and then my cloud storage can bring my files back to where it's at. The only thing I have to update is my Steam games, that's whatever. Who cares? But just letting you guys know that this is happening, so be careful if you're a sysadmin or if you're just a Windows user in general. Like, don't just say, oh, there's an update, just do it. You kind of have to be careful and wait until it's known to be good, because it's kind of in that state where we're just not sure anymore, and that's scary. Like if I see a Mac update for my Mac OS that I'm using right now, I just don't worry about that as much, right? I mean, I'm not saying without flaw. I'm saying that they have less issues than the Windows does right now. So I'm trying to say.
I'd say that's true for everything except for the beta updates. I would not go around with that philosophy for the beta updates. You will brick your computer.
Well, here's the thing about the beta. That's where I do want to see an update, because when you first start beta, it's pretty rough. And every update gets a little better, but still, overall, it's kind of like, it's still what it is, but we're testing things. That's what it's meant to do. So, any case, I want to bring this up because it's a big issue. What we're going to do is we're going to post, if you run into this, we're going to post a guide. There's a link on this article that we actually have. So we actually have we're going to post a guide how to actually fix this if you have this issue. So you're not going to be without help, okay? If you have any problems, just let us know, and we'll be glad to help you guys with that, okay? Alrighty, so next topic. So this is
let's
one.
switch to something not as negative.
Well, this is kind of negative though, Quasey. It really is. So.
I lied, guys. That's me. Go ahead.
So Ubisoft, which is a well-known manufacturer, developer of games, has put several different games in the back burner because of restructuring plans that they have put forth. And people are not liking this at all. At all. So what they're trying to do and what they're delaying is several different games where people are just like, are you serious? Why is this happening? So this has canceled 6 games in production, mind you. And I do not know why they thought this was a good idea, but let's see here. I gotta find which games were being. 1 second here.
Take your time.
Because I had a list and now it's just not there anymore like it was. Okay, Prince of Persia Sand Times remake is being delayed. Well, I don't think it's actually happening anymore. That's going away. Man, this article is one of those that just doesn't tell you until you go down really deep.
Okay.
Hold up.
Take your time, Adam. We're not worried. People are going to listen anyway, hopefully. Unless they click off the video right now, that'd be really bad. Unless you're not watching a video, in which case kicking off the video isn't really an option. I guess if you're listening on Apple Podcasts.
So really, it's just Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. Other projects that they've not announced yet, including original IPs, and they also closed studios. So Halifax, Stockholm are closing with parts of their restructuring things. So what I'm trying to bring up with this entire thing is people are really upset at them anyway, what they're kind of doing. And, here's the thing. Ubisoft in general is kind of in a stance where they're not making games that people are just flocking to when they come out. I mean, they really have like Assassin's Creed right now. And that's about all that I can think of off the top of my head. Quasey, what else did they make?
Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft?
What other games? Yeah. Well, Tom Clancy games.
Also,
my gosh, why am I blanking
Tom
what they
Clancy
make?
games. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let me think. Star Wars games, I'm pretty sure.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Far Cry. They made
Star
Far
Wars.
Cry. They have a car game.
Oh, they make Just Dance. I forgot about that.
They definitely do make Just Dance. That's probably the most
Riders
popular
Republic.
one. They have the Monopoly game.
Yeah, the Division. That's what I was trying to think of, The Division. So they have games that people like, but not like, people aren't like, oh my gosh, this is coming out, I'm going to buy the crap out of this. No one's like, that's not what's happening anymore. So
I've heard that with Assassin's Creed.
I cannot stand Assassin's Creed games.
Is it bad?
Like, well, first off, I'm not a huge fan of stealth. If I'm doing like a game, like I get there's certain parts you have to kind of like go undercover and do whatnot, but like to be completely stealth, like I don't know, like the Metal Gear Solid series kind of thing. It was just I don't like that concept, just me personally. But I also don't like just like okay, you have to run with this person and you have to race him on all his buildings with parkour, and there's a spot, and I think Assassin's Creed 2 or 3. Where you just can't do it unless you have like hacks and cheats or whatever installed, because so many people were saying that it was like the most hardest race ever and they couldn't get past it. Now not everybody had that issue, but some didn't. I was one of those people who did, and I couldn't stand that. Like, and just the concept. I just it's not my game. I don't like it. I have too many frustrations where it's not fun for me. That's just me though. Try it, Quasey. I want to know your opinion because that's just not my thing at all.
Yeah, I will look into playing it this week if I have time.
What I'm trying to say is people are getting angry with this, and now I just want to see what they respond with. That's where we have not got yet at all is Ubisoft's response and what they're going to do. Are they going to change stuff up or what? I don't know exactly, but it's not looking good for them at all. If people get too upset, they're going to boycott and not buy their games. That's not going to be good for them. So they have to be careful, right? Don't pull, these little episodes of life and then expect people to still buy your games. That's not good at all. Don't do that. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
All right. Well,
as you are,
let's switch topics to finally something not as negative, unless you have something crazy to tell me real quick. But I'm a PS5 gamer now, and there will be a PS5 exclusive game called Fable, which is not a remake, not a sequel. Is it not an exclusive?
No. It's not exclusive. It's actually made by Xbox.
I'm a liar. Ooh, wow! I'm a big liar. Guys, as you can tell, I don't play this game. I've never played this game. This game is called Fable. Wow. You know what? It just occurred to me that looking at it, I've definitely seen this game somewhere before. Didn't know where I've seen it before. I've definitely seen it before. So I definitely saw it before on Xbox. But, for the first time in its history, it's coming in autumn of 2026. Does it say autumn or August? I can't read. It definitely says autumn, which I guess could be August. Ladies and gentlemen, what am I trying to say? It's coming to PS5, and if you guys like fighting giant chickens, this is the game for you. It may be on Xbox, and it's a game.
Definitely on Xbox and Game Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, play it there. Game Pass is the best subscription you'll ever purchase. I still stand by that.
You're not going to be using that anymore, Quasey. That's the sad part. You switched sides, and you forgot about Xbox.
Yeah, it's just like Xbox. So, like with Xbox, the Xbox is 1,000% more powerful, right? It has 12 teraflops as compared to the PS5's 8 teraflops of computing power. But somehow the graphics on my PS5 look much better than on my Xbox. And I don't know if it's like better optimized for PlayStation. But then I realized 2K always does this thing. Hold on, let's actually watch a 2K trailer really quick. Let me share my screen. Share screen. New tab. Here we go. All right, let me get to the tube of the U real quick. NBA 2K26 trailer. As you can tell, I can spell really well. See, they always do this thing with the PS5. And it's occurring to me that that's because the PS5 has better graphics somehow. You would assume that it's the same game, but
is this game very fun?
Watched this trailer. Is it very fun? I mean, when you're playing with people in the room that you're much better than. Like yesterday, I played against my roommate, and
is it cross-platform?
Is it cross-platform? It is cross-platform. You can play it with people on the Nintendo Switch 2, with people on the Xbox Series X, and with people on the PlayStation. No
it's
PC.
Not PC.
No PC.
Why? I have to go on. Oh no! I can play this game on Steam in my Steam Deck. It's fully compatible for that. What I'm trying to say is this: why can't you make a game? Don't say cross-platform if it's not cross-platform. Cross-console platform is not the same thing as cross-platform with PC as well. Why would you say that? And why is that a thing? Stop that. Stop making cross-platform games that are only exclusively on console cross-platform. I don't like that at all.
You gotta understand
that.
Everybody cheats on 2K on PC. It's the worst thing ever. Like, I'm saying everybody. and it's really unfortunate because I'm sure
And
there's
do
some
you think
PC
that
players
doesn't
that would like to
happen
play.
on Xbox or PlayStation?
No, not nearly as much. I've never seen a cheater play on. Well, honestly, I'm not saying like cheating in terms of they have a script that's going to make them green everything. No, it's much worse on PC. Like you'll see players. I think I've talked about this before. Hold on, let me talk about. Let me pull some. This. Look at this. I should not be seeing any of this in my game. This is horrible. This is not how the game is supposed to look. And you have people who can make their builds who are 99 in every stat. That's unfair because I can't do that on console. So I just, if they want to cheat, they can stay on the PC side.
Okay. I just wish I could just play, with people. Yeah.
It's understandable. You can play with people. Don't get me wrong. You can definitely play with other PC players. You're just not gonna have the most fun experience of your life because everybody's cheating, unless you're also cheating. In which case, I guess
I don't
you
cheat
know.
though, and I don't. Yeah,
I know that's
it's
the
not
part that
fun.
sucks.
Cause I think it's on sale right now on Steam. What is it right now? Because I've considered purchasing this for my Steam Deck because it's there. 2K, $31.99.
It's a lot cheaper than what I purchased it for.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to play the trailer. And that's what they call the Slam Edition.
Oh,
Is that like the best
just
one?
just buy the regular edition.
Well, the regular one is actually vastly more expensive at $70.
Oh, okay, buy whatever one's cheaper.
Yeah, the cheapest one is the Slam. So what does that give you? That's
I'm pretty sure it just gives you like some extra virtual currency.
okay. So
Take a look here.
they are just
Yeah, the
very
Slam
money
edition gives you
hungry.
an extra 3,500 VC, the full Series 1 team selection, triple threat park free agent pack, which is not great. You get one pack.
Okay.
2 hours, 2 times XP, 10 times 6 skill boost. Yeah, these are just not worth it, to be quite honest with you. This is not worth the extra money.
Well, it's worth it when it's half the price of the original game.
This is true.
That's all.
See, last year I bought the Superstar edition of, no, sorry, it was called All-Star edition last year. And I purchased it, and I don't know if I got scammed or not. I would assume I got
Well,
scammed because I didn't make too much. Like, it wasn't great.
do you play the 2K basketball game more than you play Madden games?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I actually just started playing Madden this year. Like, I've always had Madden. Like, I haven't always had the most recent version. Like, last year, I only had Madden because it was on Game Pass. And so I have Madden and stuff, but until this year, I literally did not play.
I wish I could play Madden on my Steam Deck. Hardware supports it. EA is a company that on purpose makes games that you cannot play on Steam Deck because they assume that anti-cheat. People cheat on Steam Deck. Not true at all. In fact, I think it's the quite opposite. I think there's more cheaters on Windows than there is on Steam Deck. So
This is
stop this.
probably true because it's
I
much
hate
easier to
anti-cheat.
mod it and hack a computer.
I hate anti-cheat games that you cannot play Steam Deck on with. That makes me so frustrated.
True.
Any case, though, back to this. Fable is a game that I had played some of the older ones, and it's like an open world RPG kind of thing. But this is going to be on a whole new scale and have far more things. So it's going to be like a Minecraft kind of concept with Skyrim plus RPG style, well, everything. So kind of mix all that together into a wonderful game, and it's coming late 2026. I'm excited for this one. It's included with Game Pass, so I'll be able to play that on my Xbox We'll see if I can get on Steam as well. I think you can. Actually, I know you can. It's on Steam. So I might get on both. I'm not sure, but it looks actually very, very fun. So let us know if you guys like this, if you guys are going to get this. And it's only single player, unfortunately, so you can't play with friends, but that's okay. It's going to be fun. But let us know what you guys think. If you're going to get this, I'm excited for that one. It looks pretty fun. I mean, GTA 6 is going to be, something I'll be getting too. Once again, it's about 700 gigs of a download. So, and they just also Rockstar announced that they're not going to release the game on discs first because people get disc early from like retailers and they just play it too early. So, we don't want that. But I'm excited for that. Are you going to get GTA 6 Quasi day one?
Day one? If I have somehow purchased, well, I don't know what I'm saying somehow. If I've purchased a storage expansion for my PlayStation and I have the extra money, then yeah, I'll get it.
What if you don't and just uninstall games just to play this?
I'm never uninstalling enough games just to play that. It's just not going to happen. Because, like, the way I keep my PS5, constantly I have to have these 3 games installed, right? I need a Spider-Man game, right? I need NBA 2K, and I need Madden, right? Those are the 3 games. And also Fortnite. But Fortnite, I could delete and then reinstall, right? All of that together is like 400 gigabytes, all right? So I can't spare anymore,
So you have like
I've
a
downloaded
terabyte
Gotham
console?
Knights and I've never played it. Yeah, I have a terabyte. Well, technically it's like 800 gigabytes.
26 or something, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm just curious what you're gonna do. I definitely want to get it. We'll see when it comes out. When it comes out, there's gonna be way less stress in the world. Let me tell you that, because
I don't know. I
it's
feel like the
taking.
game might stress people out.
It might. I'm just saying though, it's like people want that so badly, and there's been delays, a fire, and various other things, and I just, I kind of want to see this come out so people can start playing it. Just to expect that people are going to be taking off work to play that game. I might be one of them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not quite sure. Okay, let's move forward to Quasi's favorite 2 segments: Product of the Week and App of the Week. Oh, I
There's an extra
completely
topic
just
there, bud.
yeah. Ooh, whoa. Quasi, you want to tell us the last topic that was for sure
Hey,
planned?
yeah, definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you have some browser extensions. Browser extensions have been pretty big over the last couple of years, right? And let me not sugarcoat it. If you're using these 17 extensions, delete them right now. Okay?
Right now. Yeah.
Or if you haven't started using them, don't start using them, right? Layer X has has identified these as malicious, right? And some of them are using this tactic called delayed execution. So maybe you don't see it being malicious now, but in maybe 30 days, you'll see that it's weakening your what's it called? HTTPS. It's gonna weaken that protocol to hijack your affiliate traffic for monetization, and it's also going to increase fraud and user tracking. So these 17 apps, or browser extensions, write this down: page screenshot clipper, full page screenshot, convert everything, translate selected text with Google, YouTube download, RSS feed, ads block ultimate, ad blocker, color enhancer, floating player, picture-in-picture mode, one key translate, cool cursor. Oh, I think I'm using cool cursor.
Are you really?
I definitely did in the past.
Seriously?
Most definitely. It was definitely on my Chromebook when I was younger. Google Translate and right click. Translate selected text with right click. Amazon price history. Save image to Pinterest on right click. And finally, Instagram downloader. Go ahead and delete all those from your device right now. And if you're somehow using all 17 of them, just throw away your computer. Throw it all away. Granted, you didn't know that they were malicious, but just throw it all away right now. You failed. Adam, now we can go to my favorite segment.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, don't know why I just completely skipped that. Okay, product of the week. Quace is going to pull up these products, and I'll go first. So the very first one is I just kind of found this deal. I don't even know how actually wonderful this really is, but when I see the word
Great. My dad
OLED,
has one.
this exact thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is a 13.3-inch OLED 1080p monitor with USB-C plug-and-play sound travel computer, or second travel computer monitor. So main display to HDMI out and USB-C. So this can also charge as pass-through as well. For $130 for an OLED monitor, that's pretty sick. And I actually want to get one pretty badly because, for my Steam Deck, so I can continue my OLED experience on a larger screen. So
It's just not
it's
that
something
much
that
larger.
the Steam Deck 7.9-inch, yeah, it kind of is. But it's also nice to, with your laptop, if you have one, or another computer that you can bring as portably and hook up to things. And it's pretty nice. So this is my product of the week.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm excited for this one, actually.
Now, mine is a little bit of a different track, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is beyond cold outside, right? It's frigid. If you live in Illinois like me and Adam do, you might as well, like this past Friday, it was this little thing I like to call cold, right? And that's why I started looking into heaters, right? I was sitting in my bed, I was freezing. I was like, okay, so my apartment's RD says that there is the heat going, but I'm just feeling a lack of heat, right? So I looked into it. We're starting to look at different heaters, right? So I will have a heater here within the next week or so, right? I will not be purchasing it. Luckily, my mom told me to find one that I like, and she'll purchase it for me. So I will not have to spend my own money, which is great. But my product of the week this week is this Lasco oscillating digital ceramic tower heater with an adjustable thermostat. I like this one because I'm 90% sure it comes with a remote, and that means I don't have to get out of bed to use it. So that's just the greatest thing ever. I think this is definitely the one that I like, and I will be telling Mom to purchase this one. So that's my product of the week. Do you want to pivot to apps?
I do, actually. Let me get to that. So this picture is away. Okay. I will start with mine. It's just Steam Mobile for App of the Week. There's just times that I will, buy a game for my phone on Steam so I can then save it to my PC or my Steam Deck, and just to see the sales and just kind of browse things. And I kind of like to go in there from almost day to day, see what new sales are here, what's coming up soon. And that's just really fun to do. It makes it super simple and easy to just buy it right there on the spot if you need to, or gift a friend a game as well. So mine is Steam Mobile App of the Week.
So my app of the week this week is going to be the Google Chrome app, but not really on iPhone or iPad or on like the App Store. Mine is more centered around Google Chrome on the computer. So the other day I was doing my homework. I wanted, I was doing some math and I didn't remember how to do the concept. I may or may not have fallen asleep in class that day. I needed an explanation on how to do the problem, right? And I didn't feel like my phone was in the other room, and so what I did was I clicked on the iPhone's mirroring feature, and then it told me I need to unlock my phone. But I was feeling really lazy, and I did not unlock my phone. But luckily, I was in Chrome, and I just happened to see that there's a Gemini button in the top right-hand corner. I clicked on that, and then it scanned my webpage and asked me if I needed help, and I was like, yes, please explain this question. And it did that. So I just think it's really helpful that it's built into the into the browser, and that's why it became my app of the week this week.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Now we're at the one more thing segment. Do you have anything crazy that's happening this week, Quasey, besides your very
Anything
busy life?
crazy that happened to me this week? Um, I maybe I'm lost. What did I do this weekend? Oh, it was cold. It was very cold,
Yes.
and so it was actually really interesting. My college canceled classes on Friday because it got to -20 degrees, and you don't go outside in -20 degrees. But then on Sunday, it had snowed, and there was like a lot of snow. And then on Monday, it was just it might have been colder than Friday, to be quite honest with you, but we still went to school anyway. So it was very interesting how the inclement weather didn't cause school to get canceled, but the wind on the day prior got it to be canceled. I was a little bit interested, but people pay a lot to get educated here, so it makes sense
That's
that they don't
true.
want to cancel too many classes.
So yeah, for me it was nice to have that day off on Friday. So I was hoping for a day off Monday. Didn't happen. That's okay though. Overall, I mean, yeah. What I'll say is please like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok as well. And Discord servers, we still have one of those. Just don't forget about that. So you enjoy, we can have a good discussion there as
Aren't we
well.
doing like some sort of thing in the Discord server?
Oh, and actually, there's one more thing to add to it. Thanks for bringing that up, Quasey.
Of course.
Okay,
Course.
so I have a little surprise. You have to give me 1 second here to pull this up, so I can for sure have this. Let's see here. 1 second here. 1 second. Yes, as soon as I can. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, I took a screenshot of this, so give me 1 second. My gosh, I gotta find it. So I can. It's an Intel offer. My gosh. Software offer? I think it's software offer.
Take your
Yes.
time.
Here it
There
is.
we
Here.
go.
Sorry, guys. The reason why is because what they sent me for a link is not right, so I had to find the actual link. So anyway, we're going to do two things as a giveaway today. Not today, but for Friday. So we're going to be giving away Battlefield 6, the base game, which is going to be, I can't even tell you what platform it's on. It's Battlefield 6. It looks like it might be for PS5 and Xbox. Or you choose. It doesn't even say on Intel's website. So in any case, man, I just wish I knew. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this information on the spot. Wish I knew. In any case, we have a special offer where you get Battlefield 6. It has to be deemed between now and March 15, 2026. And I'm going to screenshot this now that I have it so that we won't have this problem again. So we're going to be giving away on the podcast a Battlefield 6 full game download for one lucky winner. And you'll also get a 3-month Game Pass Ultimate, I think it is, or Game Pass Standard as well with that. So that's what we're going to be giving away. There is no cost for you to sign up for this. What we're going to do is we're going to make a Discord channel, and in that channel, all you got to type in is OMT giveaway. And then when you do that, you'll be entered in to a chance to win this free Battlefield 6 game. So if you already have it, don't enter because that would be senseless for you to have this. But if you do not have the game already, that's what we're giving away with Xbox Game Pass, a 3-month as well with that. So that's what we're giving away. And all you have to do is join the Discord server and go to that channel that we're going to make actually on the podcast right now. We're going to make this right now on the podcast, so don't forget about it. And it's going to be Do we have giveaway at all? We don't. Okay, we're gonna make one right now. Hold up a second. Give me a second here. Actually, we're gonna make it afterwards because I gotta put the emoji stuff on it. That's okay. So we're gonna have a channel called OMT Giveaway, and this is where we're gonna have this. And you have to type in OMT Giveaway as the hashtag and why you think you should win it. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna announce the winner next episode. So next time we record, and we'll work with them on Discord to give them the information, get them their codes so they can get that to work. So that is going to be something that we're giving away for one lucky viewer. Quasi, you're going to have to help us against some people on this so they could enter a chance to win. How we're going to do this, you might be asking, how are we going to choose? It's not going to be based upon you as an individual or anything like that at all. It's going to be Wheel of Names. And what we're going to do is we're going to record the Wheel of Names spinner so we can see it actually happens. So there's no like we favor a certain person over somebody else. That's not how it's gonna be at all. It's gonna be completely about chance. Okay, so sorry about that. That's what we're gonna be doing is Battlefield 6 and Game Pass codes for one lucky winner. And Quasi, remind them again, how do they do that?
So first and foremost, you guys are gonna need to like this video, subscribe,
yes,
leave a comment that says OMT giveaway, and then share
on Discord.
Now, granted, but you also have to share the video.
Yes.
That way, there's gonna be. We'll come back next week with more information, but there's going to be a certain goal that we have to hit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but if we don't hit this goal, Quasi will have Battlefield 6, and it'll be really unfortunate for you guys. That's all I'm saying. I don't have Battlefield 6 yet. I'm trying to save you guys, right? I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Like I don't even want to play Battlefield 6, but if we don't hit the goal, I will be playing Battlefield 6 all the time. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna record myself playing it with a big old smile on my face if you guys don't get it. But yeah,
yes,
just like, subscribe, do all those things that I talked about, and I guess we'll see you guys when that happens.
Sounds like someone just broke in, by the way.
Indeed. But there was a loud noise.
Okay, I don't see anybody with a gun, so I think we're safe.
Yet. If you don't see anybody with a gun, yet.
Sound like someone has kicked the door down, like to cause mayhem and chaos. But
that was not fun.
Okay, any case, well, guys, yes, that is going to be the thing. This is going to be a giveaway, though, that, yes, we have a goal, and we hope we make that goal, but we will be giving this code away regardless. So next week, the winner is going to be announced, and I hope it's you, and you know who you are. Okay, thanks again. We'll put the details of this giveaway in the description and on Discord as well. Thank you guys for all that you do, all that you are, and have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, see you guys next week.